curfews. For more on the situation in Germany, let's bring in our correspondent, Nick Spicer. Nick, great to have you on. A new spike being reported in Germany, and officials are warning things could actually really get out of control.
Yes, the federal health minister and the head of the Infectious Disease Institute held a joint news conference today, given the situation. 4,000 cases in the last daily collection of information, up from under 3,000 the previous day. The federal health minister warns of a big and dangerous jump forward, and he said that Germany had until now relatively well managed the situation, but that it was up to German citizens across the country to not gamble away what they had gained by following the safety precautions that have been put in place. And the head of the Infectious Disease Institute even said, as you were saying earlier in the broadcast, that cases could spike at 10,000 a day, which would be a very, very big jump. All this as school kids leave school to go on autumn holidays, and the government is warning families not to take them traveling. Only 8% of the cases in Germany are thought to come from outside of the country, so it's a matter of Germans spreading the virus around the country themselves, and that's why the government wants people, even in the time of school holidays, to stay at home.
Now, Nick, you just alluded to the safety precautions. Can you tell us what the current measures are that are in place in Germany and how they might change?
Sure. Well, of course, Germany's a federation. There are 16 regional governments, or Länder, and they're all sort of acting in according to the local situation. The government, however, in Berlin, Angela Merkel has what she calls the emergency handbrake. If things get out of control, there can be a more centralized response. Now, what that means here, for instance, in Germany, in Berlin, in the German capital, where there's been a bit of a spike in cases, is that as of Saturday, you will not be able to go out to a bar or a restaurant after 11 p.m. You will not be able to gather in groups of more than 5 people in public or more than 10 people in private. So it's really a situation that is managed case by case according to where the hot spots are. One policy that the regions have agreed on together is that they will not allow overnight stays of people coming from other regions within Germany where there has been a spike in cases. This is to once again stop the spread of the virus. Germany overall has done, relatively well, with only 310,000 cases, 9,000 deaths. But if we get that 10,000 a day, you're going to double the number in a month's time. And, it's a good number compared to Spain, which is around 870,000 cases, relatively low. The measures that we have across the country now, and which could be steeped up, or you have to wear a mask in public, you have to wear a mask in public transport, you have to wear a mask in shops, maintain social distancing, a lot of demonstrations aren't allowed. And one big thing that the health minister was talking about is Christmas, which when a lot of families like to get together, to go to church, to go to the famous German Christmas markets. He says they're on track, if you will, to maintain Christmas, but all of that could be taken away if Germans don't follow the measures in place and there is another spike in cases.
And of course, that's to be seen. Nick Spicer, thank you so much for bringing us those updates from Germany, and I'd like to apologize to our viewers for the audio interference that we were having there.